Hello guys, this is xpvrad here, and I am bringing you a special episode of Street Fighter V ranked matches. I normally don't talk while playing online, cause one, I don't really have a current way of doing it now, except recording it afterwards, like now. But if you haven't really noticed, I've been going through the roster of Street Fighter V in order and learning all the characters, finding online, and I've been doing fairly well until I played Chun-li and I was just getting demolished. Like, I fought 50 battles in total and only one of them. Like, I was getting beat really bad. And as you can see, last episode I was up to 700 and 780 points. And now I'm back to 550, almost to Rookie League. And as you can see, I am having trouble with Chun-li. Mainly the reason is I've been neglecting a very important aspect of the game known as Footsies. To those of you who are familiar with the game or with fighting games in general, you know what Footsies is, but for those of you who aren't, Footsies are basically look what I'm doing now. Well, I did get grabbed. But basically, you're fishing for an attack to whiff so you can counter that attack. And it becomes very deep once you get deep into Street Fighter and there. I kind of use it there to get that confirmed. And I should have won this, but for some reason I didn't go into my usual setup, which would have worked there and I would have won. Because he would have been on the other side and the thing would have missed. I should have won this match, but I only played Birdie twice in total. So anyway, Footsies. Footsies are a very deep idea or concept, because it's basically you're predicting what your opponent is going to do and acting accordingly. Right here. And right there. I knew what he was going to do beforehand, so I acted accordingly. And I think, I almost get perfect. But basically, it's just reading your opponent and noticing the little behaviors they're doing and punishing it with your own attacks. Yeah, like I said, once you get into tournaments and stuff, it gets really deep. And the reason why I'm on this topic, because Chun-li is a very footsie heavy character, and I kept on getting counter hit because I was just pressing buttons randomly. Well, part of that because of the last game, Ultra Street Fighter 4, you had to press buttons to get up. So I was doing that, and it kept on costing me the game. And this right here is the result of, I should have won that, but the other player he started playing stupid, but then he played smart at the end, which I don't understand. Anyway, I was doing pretty bad because I didn't really grasp this concept well. because I was just basically playing. Because this is actually the first fighting game that I've been playing online. I played fighting games before, like played a little bit of Blaze Blue, Mortal Kombat 9. I played like Street Fighter 2 when I was like, I don't know, 4, 3. And I actually got all the way to Balrog once. So I knew there was like, see here. See, that was an example of Footsies. I was predicting what the opponent was going to do, acting accordingly. Like, as you can see, this character is like, she has fast mobility, but her options are very limited. So you have to, like, it's not really relying on gimmicks, but you have to be really psychic, basically. Have to be really psychic. You have to be good with your punishes. You have to know which button does what, and you have to know when to anti-air, which is basically when your opponent jumps, getting them out the air with an attack. And since she doesn't have like a Shoryuken or anything, it's very, very hard to do. And I'm not accustomed to that like play style, because all I did was like play the computer in the past, and this is the first time I actually playing people online. So my fundamentals are probably not the best, and I'm breaking some habits I have. But because of it, I have pretty good defense, and that that doesn't really say anything when I just got stunned. Also, I don't really use the V trigger much. That's probably another problem I have. But yeah, like after about 50 games, I didn't really gain that much experience, except the fact that I learned that like probably 99% of the player base is stupid. They do stupid stuff like raking up critical arts. Then I don't expect it, because I assume that they're smart enough not to do that. And so I would just basically just like attacking and didn't really have any regard to the opponent. I was just assuming they were gonna block, but no. And then even when they didn't block, they would just draw Shoryuken randomly, and I would press a button, and then I would get hit. So I had to learn the hard way to not get hit and not like get baited either. I don't know why he did that. He better not win. He better not win. Yeah, I was trying to get that the whole time, but kept on switching sides. You win. But I guess that's not really a bad option. Going for the overhead, it's pretty good mobility. But anyway, on the matter of Chun-li, yeah, I lost a lot, like a whole bunch. Eventually, I get back to my previous rank because I started playing smart. I started becoming psychic and like reading the opponent. Cause I remember one match, like the last match I played, like it was basically a psychic read. Like he was running a Hadouken, but he was very random. Like he would throw a Hadouken, then he would jump. Like he was throwing 2 Hadoukens. But the thing was, I somehow conditioned him to be smart, and then he started playing smart. Then he started to actually beat me, and like I lost the first match, and so it was down to now or never. So I knew he was gonna do something. So I threw my critical arts out, and it hit with a counter hit, like before the movie even came out. Like it was some Yomi type stuff. But like people were saying this character is like in the top 3. This character like, oh yeah, she's really good. But I didn't see it. Like now, you can see how she's really good because if you know when to press the buttons and when to apply the pressure, she is insanely good. Yeah, like there. She is insanely good. You just have to be like really good with her. And having psychic reads is pretty good too. And so I decided to record because I wanted to teach everyone who watched it, who is watching this video, something about fighting games or games in general. If you keep on losing, you will eventually win matches. It just you actually have to learn from them, and you actually have to like, you don't do the same things over and over again. Learn from your matches. Like I know I was getting really mad because I was losing like 50 times in a row. Yeah, you'd be very frustrated if you lost 50 times in a row. And like 10 of the times I could have won, but the button I wanted to come out didn't come out. Like the spinning bird kick. For some reason, even though I had like, what, 10 seconds of charge, it doesn't want to come out sometimes. I don't know why. And basically, if you learn to read your opponent and figure out what kind of player he is, because I learned like literally 90% of the player base who plays like certain characters like basically react the same way. Like he's going to Shuriken sometime, then he's going to Shuriken. Like, basically learn to block. When you try to attack, you're going to Shuriken. Oh yeah, I remember this guy. He was too unpredictable. I couldn't like, I don't know if his reactions were godlike, but I couldn't do anything. And also in this game, you have to punish Shoryukens hard. Like you can't, like I wasn't doing a critical, what's it, critical counter? I think it's called a critical counter. I wasn't doing it right. Like I would just go for a throw or go for a sweep to get the knockdown, but and also I wasn't doing it because Chun-li. Well, it's about time that I wrap this episode up. I just wanted to make this video or this commentary for those of you who are like losing all the time, are losing hope in this game. Have to remember, the best players are not the ones that win all the time. Well, they do win all the time, but not the ones who started winning off the bat. They had to put a ridiculous amount of work in not only this game but in other games, and then they transferred the fundamentals from other games back to here. I mean, well, don't lose hope. Don't lose hope down the tunnel. There is light down there. I just wanted to give I just wanted to give everyone some hope. Now, this has been xpvrad signing out. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Sayonara.